fans, get ready to kick off Blue and White Week with Athletics Giving Tuesday.
As loyal supporters of Jackson State Athletics, Giving Tuesday is your time to win with us.
You can donate $40 a month to our JSU by 40 campaign, which directly supports the Division of Athletics and our student athletes.
And $20 a month to our Building Champions Fund, which helps elevate our facilities and overall well-being of our student athletes, coaches, and administrators.
On April 1st, we need 50,000 Jackson State Athletic supporters to join the movement and help us climb to the highest heights in college athletics.
We need your support, Tiger Nation. So join the team behind the team and become a monthly donor to our JSU by 40 campaign and the Building Champions Fund today.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
AD has approved KC-1400 Collective. Everybody want to hear me say that? This is what it's all about. They're around. They are supporting. The money is going directly to our student athletes. There are signing deals. They have contracts. Let's do it. I mean, without this collective, we won't be successful. We won't be able to sustain our student athletes. I mean, 1400 Collective have done a really, really good job of keeping a lot of our athletes here. You know, if you saw them sign a lot of our athletes, but we got to do our part. So I know after today, we're going to click that 1400 Collective. We're going to give one of those tiers, and we're going to make sure that we give to this collective so we can continue to give to our student athletes and support them and give them what I need. And I want to thank you all, Ken, TD, D-Core C,
T-Dub.
Yeah, T-Dub, everyone that created and helped create it. I know I'm missing some names, putting this together.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Happy Monday. Come on in, hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Man, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about that scrimmage number 2. Make sure you guys click the link. Let me see who in this chat. Brother Anthony, welcome to the channel, brother. Welcome to the channel. We got a new channel member, man. What's up, man? What's up, Greg the Great, Ty B, Carl Cunningham. What's up, my brother? Hey, Shanetta. How y'all doing, man? Hopefully you guys are doing good. I'm doing good. It's Blue and White Week officially. Y'all know what that means. That means that we're less than 1 week away. This weekend will be the Blue and White scrimmage game. We get to see our Tigers officially. Everybody get to see them for the first time in quite a while. Last time you guys saw them, we were hosting that Celebration Bowl trophy. So we get to go out there and check them out. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Life. Good.
Good deal. But yeah, like I was saying, everybody gets to see what this version of the team looks like. I know you had a chance to go out there, TD. I do something a little different tonight. We do have a special segment that I will play for you guys during this live stream. D-Core C, I wanted him to join us tonight because he, along with TD and KT Dub and them, all of those who had a chance to go out there and watch the second scrimmage, wanted to add a little bit more context. So D-Core C couldn't make it, but we did sit down earlier today and we got a chance to chop it up and talk about what he saw from his vantage point. And I know while we're live, TD will give his thoughts. So it's going to be about a 30-minute spot, man. Y'all going to enjoy it, man, because it was very thorough. Once we left the chat, hey, Miss Cheryl, how you doing? Good to see you in this thing. AJ, what's good, baby? But, yeah, man, got a chance to go check it out. And it's always good to hear from the Bible says, like my sister Rochelle will say all the time, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every matter be established. That's what a good book say, and we're going to do that tonight, man. So this will be a little different. So me and TD will fall off the screen, and we'll play D-Core C and myself, and you guys will get to indulge in a little bit of that. We'll follow along in the chat, but it's all good stuff, man. So I'll pause right there and let TD kind of speak his piece as far as, you know, how your weekend went outside of that and see how you said life is happening. It is. Everything is happening right now, man. So as the weather get ready to transition from the cool to the heat, stay safe, man. Get healthy, Stay out of the way of these YNs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. How you been, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I don't have nothing to complain about. I'm living life, man. Good evening, Tiger Nation. Hope everyone's doing fine. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to see some people in the chat. JTV living in the chat, man. KT Dub. What's up, bro? And thank y'all for joining us.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, Ken. So I'm just chilling, man. Just going through.
Yeah, man. Good deal. Tomorrow is officially Giving Tuesday, as we are kicking off Blue and White Week. It's gonna be a lot of the university got an action-packed week planned, full of festivities and all kinds of stuff. So
got elections and everything going on tomorrow, don't you?
All kinds of stuff going on. Election tomorrow. Go vote for your new mayor, I guess. Or the mayor. We retaining Brother Shokwe Antar Lumumba, or we gonna it's gonna be a new mayor. My business law professor, as well as from I Love Jackson State, and one of my dad's very good close friends, Mr. Delano Funches, is running for mayor as well. Brother John Horn, Brother Marcus Wallace. I know all of them, man. And all I say is this, man, whoever wins the mayor seat, man, we got work to do. Come with your lunch pail and your hard hat ready to get to work. That's how they work. Brother Cube, what it do, baby?
What up, Brother Cube? How you doing, man?
Vic, I'm excited to hear. I'll say this. No, I won't say that. Y'all heard my thoughts quite a bit. I want to hear everybody else talk about what they saw, and we'll get into that. But before we get into the football stuff, we gotta pay some bills, man. Get into some of this preliminary stuff. Y'all do know we do have our foundation. Don't ever lose sight of it. Don't forget our foundation, Friends of KC-1400 Inc. If you want to donate, tax-deductible donation, you can go to Givelify or you can mail a check to the address. Let us know how you want to support us. But our foundation is the lifeline of everything that we do. Our mission is to provide strategic resources and financial support to our Jackson State University community through collaborative initiatives, not initials. Initiatives to stabilize and enhance the viability of our student athletes and students over at the university. That's our mission. And want to shout out Rex, man. One of our sponsors, Dr. Ted Lyons, Jackson State alum and great supporter of the platform. And we appreciate his contribution to KC-1400 Media. Definitely want to send a huge shout out, TD, to Cannon Toyota of Vicksburg, man. They say, hey, listen, man, they got shout out to Billy and them, man. They sold a car today.
Really?
Yeah, man. They went and say, hey, man, KC-1400 sent you. And good young lady, go over there, and she went and hey, listen, TD, this is what happened, y'all. We try to tell y'all when you go to Cannon, whether it's Cannon Nissan, Cannon Jackson. Hey, listen, definitely want to shout out Cannon Jackson. My brother Will Payton over there always keep me rolling when it comes to town. Has really invested with us, as well as supporting some NIL efforts. And we got an event coming up. We're gonna have a Meet the Tigers event at Cannon Nissan in Jackson. So that's coming down the pipe. Stay tuned for more information for that. I want to go back to Cannon Toyota, bro. I got a call today, man. Said a good young sister. She was in the market for a Toyota, man. When it got a nice little 2023 or something like that SUV, she told him KC-1400 said they moved right to the front of the line. TD,
Right.
jump right on it.
Right on it.
My brother Clay over there, Clay Crozier, baby. See you, Clay. Man, he called, man. TD, all she had, look, they had her paperwork done. All she had to do was go pick a car, man. Yeah, she didn't want to go say, look, took her document, had the keys ready for her when she got to Vicksburg, dog. What you say about that?
Curbside service, man.
Curbside service, man. You said we gonna take that's VIP right there, baby. You are VIP when you go to Canada. All you got to do is tell them KC-1400 since
I already knew who you were.
Huh?
I already knew who you were. Foundation been laid. I already knew who you were when you said KC-1400.
Let me say it this way.
Right there.
Our credit is good over there, baby. Just go see them. If you need a vehicle, if you need a Toyota or a Honda, you need a Nissan or any other make model, we got Nissan. You know, and it's all on I-20, TD. It's all on I-20.
Yeah.
You start off in Jackson and head over to Vicksburg. You know what I'm saying? Whichever way you want to go. Now, look, if you want to, now I'm gonna tell you another one that's right off 20.
What's that?
We got Automaster too, baby. You know what I'm saying? Right off the 20, you turn right off 10. What that? Ellis Avenue exit. Yeah. Right there, highway. Right. Hey, you go see my brother Terrence Miles over there, man. We're gonna get you taken care of, man. We're gonna cover you all which way. Every which way. Shout out to my brother Tim Poe and Terrence Miles over there. Whew, that's a lot.
Yeah, man.
Today, bro. Hey,
kid.
They got a GMC store too, by the way. The Dove had to let me know that. So if you need a GMC, you need a Nissan, you need a Toyota, you need a Honda, whatever you need, we got you, baby. I just had to put that out there.
Billy Crozier, huh?
Billy is the GM, but you go see Clay. Clay is his son. Clay gonna take care of him. You need to see Greg Lindsey. You see all of them. Just tell them KC-1400. If you tell them that, the Croziers gonna hop on it, man. They know we good over there, man. Are we still working on restaurant sponsors? And man, if there is a restaurant in the city of Jackson that would like to partner with us, you abso-freaking-lutely bet your bottom dollar we want to. Hey, look, TD, I got a suggestion. We'll tell them we got a whole 30 ball of Jackson State student athletes they can partner with. In whatever capacity, we'll figure it out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed, we are.
You talking about a restaurant for sure?
We all got a stomach. Some of us got a belly. I got a belly.
Hey, kid.
I'm trying to get this thing down to stomach size, but
you want to make sure that we emphasize our credit is good, but no co-signing.
So you bought your Nissan from Canton Nissan. I ain't not Canton. I need Canton. Coach might have misspelled. Okay, Coach bought his that. See, Coach in the I know what you meant, Coach. I know what you meant. Go ahead, TD. What'd you say?
I said our credit is good, but no co-sign. Can't put the name.
No. We can... Hey, you better say that again. I can't co-sign for you. I ain't got nothing on it. Can't put nothing on it, dog. But I can get you where you need to go. I can connect you with who you need to connect. Now you got to have your credit got to be. Now listen,
right.
You know her credit was good, TD. Her money was good, credit was good. You can make a phone call and hey, as soon as you get there, your vehicle ready. But on a serious note, just want to thank them for the partnership, man. They've been great supporters. We had a great event last year down there. We're going to do one in Jackson, very similar to what we did last year in Vicksburg. And then we're looking to go back to Hazelhurst. See Brother Cuban in the chat. We got some events coming up, man, to get us through the summertime, late spring and early summer, early fall. We'll have some stuff going on. It said if you co-sign, you'll pay 14. Don't you put that out there. Let me delete that comment. Hey, Clue. Hey, bro. Hey, man, you got them folk down there. Kennedy has a service truck that will come to you to change your oil into little Dub, man. Dub out there working, boy.
Right.
All right, man. We appreciate the support. But now we ain't putting nothing on it. But go see them if you're in the market. Look, it's tax time. Somebody looking for a vehicle. If you know, so just keep that in mind. If they're looking for a vehicle, man, say, hey, what type of vehicle looking for? Say, man, I watched this Jack State channel. You know, my boy KC-1400 and them over there, Ken and TD and KT Dub and them, they got connections over there at Canon.
Right.
Get some over there, Canon Nissan, get you tight over there.
But let me ask you this, Ken. Even with Canon Motors of Jackson, what if they go over there and they might have some trade-ins or something of a Chevy?
Hey, look, now it's a little different deal over there. Now you go to Canon Nissan, you tell Will, Canon KC-1400 scene, Will gonna have to make that $175. I think you might have said $200 donation to the collective. So I need y'all to go over there and let's hold a foot to the fire. But you got to get a vehicle, man. Let them know we looked at you in the market. If you go through it, Great service, man. Great cars, man. We appreciate the support, man, and looking to grow our partnerships, man. And then listen, last but not least, if you got an event coming down the pipe, Impact Tickets is your way to go. Why use Eventbrite when you can go Impact, when you can make an impact? We ain't hating on Eventbrite. I don't know them. It just, but we know Brother Covington and Impact Tickets got the same service. I mean, listen, and then that support is going to go back into the collective. So we're trying to keep that we're trying to create a network of resources, man, that's centered around helping what we do and help us go faster to do more of what it is we like to do and how we like to rock and roll. Because the ultimate goal, my brother, is to continue to grow the platform. We on the road to 8K, still growing, one subscribe at a time. We got another one that just joined us, Brother Anthony Rundles. Just became a channel member. We welcome him to the channel. Hand clap. I ain't got much stuff hooked up tonight. My little hand clap, so I gotta I gotta do it manually, right?
Hey, I got my pom-pom.
Hey, go ahead, man. I know it ain't band sessions, but it's always band sessions. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the crew over there. But let me say this though. The collective is where we is the most important thing right now. I gotta say this, family. We did have a goal in March. I want to say we got about 7 signups in the month of March. Definitely fell way short of our initial goal, but I'm proud of the 7. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna celebrate the 7 in our quest to get more. Now, I do want to say this. It is kind of a little bit disheartening, TD, if you get a coach to reach out to you and need a little support, want to see if you can support them, and then you just can't because you don't have the signups to make that happen. So gonna really do it. You're gonna see us make a lot more of a stronger push via social media. So if you got an inbox, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I think I sent the Facebook collective page, just kind of asking everybody to follow that page. So if you're not following us on Facebook, go to Facebook and look up KC-1400 collective. Follow the page. Anytime we post content on the Instagram page, it'll be on the Facebook page, and we're going to do more intentional content to drive more engagement. We're getting there. We're getting there. What you got?
But Ken, that what makes going to places like Cannon Motors off 220 that much more important. It's a business. Yep. They donated to the collective. Like KT Dove said in the chat, if they don't have the vehicle you're looking for, they can get what you need. And this partnership started out definitely in Vicksburg, with Clay and Billy, and it, moved on over to Jackson. So look, man, you got a business that is donating to the school for something that you need anyway. You know what I'm saying? A vehicle, and they willing to find whatever you need when you go there. So hey, it doesn't hurt to stop. Hey, and they're on window shopping. You know what I'm saying? Just stop by and see what they got to say. So
hey,
shout out to
man.
Yeah, man.
I love it, bro. I do. Man, listen. Yeah, I gotta say this. Don't get exhausted with us talking about this collective. If you guys are watching any type of sports media in relation to college athletics, man, TD, the last number over 1,400, close to 1,500 Division I. Well, I would just say NCAA. I guess you can say Division I basketball players have hit the portal, bro. I'm saying like everybody. Do you know that the Indiana Hoosiers? All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all for a second. Rock with us now. It's Monday. Do you know that the Indiana Hoosiers don't have a basketball team right now, bro?
No, didn't know. Tell me about it.
Their entire roster entered the portal, bro. I'm gonna say that again. Jack State got more players. Listen, we ain't seen no hope. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I can say something in good confidence without disclosing any of the specific details. Yes, our star basketball player has been approached by a coach just leaving one program that he had a relationship with that's taken over a bigger program that has offered, you know what I'm saying, some dollars, bro. All of our players of any magnitude have been. They're going to be approached, bro. They are going to be offered money to come. I saw a video of a gentleman today saying that some of these bigger schools need to start paying the smaller schools finder's fees because hell, the small school going out there doing their homework, recruiting this talent and developing this talent, and in the big schools with all the damn money just come in and say, "Let me get that."
I love that. Yeah, a founder's fee. Yes.
And then he said, like, they need to do something. Like, hell, if you're gonna sign $1 million contract, you need to at least stay with the team for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Where you can't graduate, where you can't transfer, or unless the coach leaves, right?
Right.
So,
well, that's always good. I mean, that's what it was before, wasn't it?
Well, they got to have some form, but right now it's just so on the Indiana roster, you had a few players that graduated, but you had a situation where the rest of them hit the portal. So the coach that whoever the coach, I think is Woodson. I don't know if Woodson is staying. Either he forced in retirement or something, but they don't have a program right now. They got to literally recruit starting from scratch. They got to pull a Margaret Richards in 2025. So we're not going to get tired of what we're talking about because, listen, coaches will reach out. You got players that want to be a part of that. That's looking for. Listen, I know. This is what's not happening at Jackson State, and this is a testament to our athletic administration. And I got to start with our AD and the support staff, his administration. I know it's Women in Sports Month. We got a shot. If you guys are not following the Jackson State Tigers, Go JSU Tigers Twitter page, please do so. Please go follow that page. Shout out to Travis and his team. Some fantastic videos, TD, of the ladies that work within the Jackson State athletics department. Miss Kavan, Miss Alexis, Miss Taylor. Yeah. They got great videos. Miss Monica. I mean, I just really enjoyed that. Go check that out. They're talking about what Miss J, obviously Dominique. Yeah. And I'm telling you, but I just want to warn Tiger Nation, and I don't mean this is not a scare tactic. This is just some awareness. Don't take for granted the fact that you don't see a lot of players entering the portal from Jackson State. Don't take that for granted, because do not sit up here and act like we don't have top tier talent at the university. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got some big time talent at the university on the basketball side. We definitely got it on the football side, and we really did the best we could do to try to keep as much of that talent in-house as we could. And if you haven't participated, we don't want to have the mindset of, yeah, I could do something, but yeah, they got it under control. They doing their thing. No, we really do need the support to be able to fulfill everything throughout the year and to continue to, make waves. And TD, I got to say this: these schools in the conference are making note of that, because they're saying that. They're like, man, we ain't got no KC-1400 collective. Y'all got that collective over there. Y'all look, man. I'm just telling you, don't get anxious. We can't get into a space where once we start seeing players hit the portal, then we want to react. Because usually once they hit the portal from our school, it's pretty damn near impossible to get them back. I'm just saying that. So just something to keep in mind. Don't take for granted what AD and administration is doing by hiring great coaches, giving the coaches the great support. And I'm going to shut up, TD, and I'm going to let you talk all the way through.
No, not all the way through.
No. I was just saying, like, I just wanted to I wanted to hammer home the point. When our administration hire good coaches and give them the support that they need to be successful, things like cost of attendance, things like increasing budget dollars, to making sure they got everything that they need to recruit. Go ahead. You can jump in. I apologize.
But this is what I want to ask you, man.
Go ahead, man.
Again, how many athletes do you have signed in at what stages, if you can? Are they are they on the NIL for us to say, you know what I'm saying? I think it's 14 football players.
15.
15 football players.
Yep.
And
with the potential to add more.
With the potential to add more, for sure. Yeah. And this a monthly thing, how, you know what I'm saying? Because
every agreement is different, TD. Football is some contracts could be annual. It could be an annual agreement. It could be January to December. Some agreements could be seasonal. It could be from this date to the end of your season. But know that football is just like anything. Football, in every athletic department, football is going to be the most expensive. So just because we signed them don't mean that the work is done. We still need the signups, man. We still need that to fulfill, our end of the deal. Because I'm going to tell you something. The last thing you want to do is get to the September and then now you're out of money because you ain't have enough. Like, that would be just mismanagement and stupid on our part. Right. So we ain't trying to bite off more than we can chew. But I will say this, though. I have had conversations with players that have come to me and say, hey, big bro, what I got to do? How can I brand myself? I want to be a part of this, And I'm like, I'm saying to myself, I'd be professional, but just say, hey, man, I would love to. But the unfortunate reality of it is, TD, imagine what we could do if we doubled our signups. We're a little low. We're not even at 400. But imagine if we got to 700. You follow what I'm saying? Like we could, because let me tell you something, that we have fall sports that we haven't touched yet. Volleyball, soccer. You follow what I'm saying? There's other sports that already ended once we started, because we really kicked the collective off in January. We just started early. We started early.
So, again, every some of the players and stuff, I received stuff on IG promoting the show coming up. They they doing their duties, and fulfilling their obligation with the contract. So our contract has to be filled on both ends.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's done strategically, man, so that we can continue to grow. It's fun, man. It's exciting, but I just want us to get excited about it and really invest in it. Shout out to Brother Ephraim. Brother Ephraim signed up today. I ain't trying to put his business out there, but hey, he hit me up, let me know. I said, hey, I got the notification. We see you, baby. We appreciate the support. Got to sign up yesterday. It's slowly but surely happening. We expect there to be some sign-ups this week, TD, because usually whenever there's an event, there's some things going on. Now some excitement around that. We can kind of have conversations. And then sometimes people when you're close to them, they're more willing to come ask questions and get a better understanding. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm in the baseball. You say you got baseball and track athletes along
baseball, with baseball. We have 3. Softball, we have 4. Track, we got 7.
So there's 25 plus athletes,
and we're gonna be supporting Coach Margaret Richards with funds. With the potential to grow that when she come on the show. We'll try to raise some funds there. But there's a lot of fundraising. We're not trying to interfere with what the school is doing. We doing what we do, and we go from there. Like, look at this. Trey Young played at Oklahoma, man. He gave Oklahoma $1 million toward their collective. And TD, they made him like the he got a position. He's like the basketball operations something for Oklahoma now on the side, bro, from being in the NBA. Like, it's not even the GM. So they need a general manager. So, I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, the other schools, they have to do that. Oklahoma's in the SEC. And I'm just proud that we have something on top of what the university is already doing. So let's stay ahead of the game. This is not a soapbox. This is encouragement that, hey, if you haven't had a chance to join us, come on and join us, man. We need your support. Let's get active, baby. Let's do what we got to do, and let's continue to grow. And TD, I'm excited because next Tuesday, we have an NIL summit that's going to be in Jackson. Terrell Key, what's up, baby? And I plan on attending that. And There'll be some great information. If you get a chance to come to the summit, please do. And I'll definitely be excited to bring that information back to the fam on that Wednesday the 9th. So be on the lookout for that. And as we speak, just got to sign up. That's what I'm talking about. Love that. Just gotta sign up as we were talking, man. Just got a digital, baby. Hey, click that link. The link is pinned to the chat. We're gonna keep it moving because we got to get into talking about this scrimmage, y'all. Don't want to be talking about money all the time, y'all. You talk about money. Look, you take money to make money, man.
Did you give me a final total on how many athletes?
30.
30, total of 30 all around.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we at 30 right now. We could easily be at 50. Jack State is a game changer. We are one of one. We're proud of what we're doing. I'm proud of the work. Appreciate Kevin Dent. Appreciate Kevin Wilbert. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate Miss Rochelle. All the coaches who have been receptive of this thing. AD who has endorsed us. And the fans and the supporters. Everybody that has signed up. We're going to start rolling out, fulfillment of perks in Q2. So be on the lookout. We'll be sending out some info to make sure that we get sizes and everything and do all of that. But, man, just keep the momentum going. Let's not lose the momentum, and let's keep it rolling, bro. It's an exciting week. It's Blue and White week, but I do want to pause on that because guess what?
That last thing before you do that, I did get a message that saying some stuff coming down the pipe from a business. So
I love that, bro. And let me say this too. Shout out to the Tiger Fund. You know why? This Friday, man, we got the Spring Fling, right? That's an event. All of this is through the foundation, right? We wanted to make sure we got a table for Friday. Just I hadn't talked to you about it, but of course your name on the table. +1, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that. But hey, look, man, it's Jay Morris, bro. It's cocktail after 5. What is cocktail after 5, y'all? Is that put that on? I think it's a suit, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the world of TD, it's a suit and an ascot, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. No, for real. I had to Google it, bro. Cocktail after 5 is right below black tie, but above business casual. That's what I had. That's what I discovered. So it's get clean on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? It's at the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. We did sponsor a table, the 2,500 towards the fundraiser for athletics this weekend. So we just wanted to show forth our support as we're asking those to support us. We want to make sure that folks understand that we're going to support everything. We supporting Tiger Fund, Blue Bingo. We supporting everybody. 1,400 Club. We rocking with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's one. What's the saying on Drumline TV? One band, one sound.
That's what they say.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I'm just saying in that
for sure.
So I'm gonna be clean in that thing. I'm cleaning it. Yeah, I'm finna show the lean in it. Yeah, I'm being there. Put that on. Colorful sports coats, ascots, yada yada, all that. Boy, I need a seersucker, man. I'm just saying.
That's what's up. You can do that, man. But
no, it's but just I don't think it's a paid. I think it's free. It's a free event. So if you're in town, come. I'm just telling. The purpose of me mentioning it is letting folks know that we're supporting in a higher level because we wanted to make sure that we support what we're doing. I was told I'm too big for it. I am too, Tank. I can't find no seersucker that fit me right. I gotta lose some weight. That's why I was in the gym today, TD, and I was all discombobulated. I was out of whack, but I was in there. I broke a sweat, big dog. I did see a good brother in there, man. That wait a minute, bro.
You can't wait.
What's going on? All right, this thing is tripping. I did see a good brother in there that had an Alabama State T-shirt on. I had to go holler at him. I said, man, what's happening, bro? Jack State up in this thing. What's good? It shows some HBCU love, man. But I want to move on real quick so we can get into talking about little sports. I'm on the treadmill. Jerome said he on the treadmill right now. Hey, look, man, it's gonna get hot this year. I believe that, and I ain't trying to be out there sweating with my heart rate up high and nervous and shit at the game. I'm trying to be healthy and feeling good. You feel what I'm talking about? So I got to get healthy, man, physically, mentally, spiritually, in all capacities, man. So you do your thing, your brother Jerome. Hey, look, I did want to shout out to the women of Jackson State Athletics, obviously led by our beloved, great Miss Elise Wells Kilbert. Appreciate her so much for all that she do. And I'm going to say all their names, TD, real quick, because I just want to shout them out. Of course, LaSonia Elliott, who's the executive assistant to the VP and AD, Lori Hampton, athletic administrative assistant, Kayla Lloyd, assistant AD at academics, Lisa Kasemi, academic advisor, Alexis Stevenson Williams, assistant AD, business and travel, Amber Pack, assistant AD, director of ticketing, Majestic Langdon, athletic business coordinator, my girl Kai, Kiasha Tremel. Happy birthday, happy 30th, Kai. And I ain't throwing up the Kappa sign, by the way, so I don't need nobody coming for me. I ain't Greek, but happy 30th to my girl. I love the photo. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate all that she do, man. She's the director of football operations. Work directly with her on a lot of initiatives. Miss Carissa Amos, administrative assistant at Walter Payton. Camille Carter, administrative assistant. Dr. Monica Lewis, been in contact with her often. She's the director of athletic development. My girl, Dominique Jasmine Paisley, assistant AD, internal operations. She handled all equipment. Y'all know who do the design of uniforms for all sports. And Miss Jordan Williams, assistant director, internal operations. Taylor Jean Lewis, assistant director, sports media. She over there giving Travis be over there giving her a hard time, by the way, TD. He be getting on her nerves. But Michaela Jackson, athletic trainer, Takara Craig, athletic trainer, Ariana Thornton, athletic trainer, Zoe Keys, assistant softball coach, Latasha Pusher, business manager, Walter Payton Center. My girl, Vaughn, Miss Vaughn. I talked to Vaughn today. We talked for a good little minute. She's the stadium ticket manager. Yuanya Strader, administrative assistant. Coach, Margaret Richards, head women's basketball coach. Assistant coach, women's basketball, Miss Alexis Hope. Katrina Howard, director of basketball operations. Vicky Boykins, assistant bowling coach. Danielle Mickens, head cheer coach. Anicia Brewster, my girl Nisi, administrative assistant operations for track. Verita White, assistant volleyball coach, and last but not least, Brittany Brooks, facility management, Walter Payton Center. So he said the only person working nerves is TD. He always got to deflect back to TD, but we want to send a huge salute to our women of Jackson State Athletics, man. We appreciate you, ladies. We oftentimes bump into you, talk to you, have to work with you. And you guys, I can't think of one that's not a pleasure to work with. We thank all of you guys, man, and just keep leading the way. And these are the ones who do all the hard work behind the scenes, TD, that don't oftentimes get the credit. But when you see how fast we go and how well things happen, make AD look real good. Not that he's not a great AD and he don't do his thing, but he'll be the first to tell you that, man, these ladies, along with the men as well, but we just highlighting the ladies in this particular aspect. I'll let you have a word. We'll move right along, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you had this list because I was thinking anyway, I have a newfound respect, definitely, for ladies and on the sideline. You know, when I was younger, I always wondered how did that work? You know, ladies being in the presence of men all the time, you know, in athletics. And being around it, I see the way these ladies carry themselves. They're about their business and their jobs, and they do it extremely well. So I got much respect for them. I mean, so, you know, even you know, sometimes after the game, Ken, they get those ladies out to push that big I don't know what that thing is across the grass, man. I assist.
Man, look,
hey,
the operations center.
Man, the
the mobile communications operations tower.
I'd be like, man, I said, y'all don't have no men working on this thing, but they get out there and do it. But every chance I get, man, I push it, I help them, and they tell me thank you, and so it'd be my pleasure. So they do a great job. Much respect to what they do, and a lot of things needs a woman touch.
I agree with that, brother. I'm a girl dad. I love my ladies, man, and I appreciate all that they do, man. So shout out to you guys, and continue to be great. Let's move it right along, brother. Listen, Pro Day, shout out to Rob and Irv and them that all of those athletes that participated. I did want to highlight this real quick. It said defensive back has impressive Pro Day performance ahead of NFL draft. Jack State defensive back Robert McDaniel stock heading into the 2025 NFL draft has skyrocketed following an impressive Pro Day performance. His measurements included a 4.55 40-yard dash, a 39.5-inch vertical jump, 38.5 at the HBCU Combine, so he increased that by an inch. 10-11 broad jump. He did a 10.8 at the HBCU Combine. He did 14 bench press reps. Among all defensive backs at the 2025 NFL Combine, only one amassed a 39.5 vertical, bro, and a 10-11 broad jump, respectfully. So he's at the top of the list of all of the players at his position that even went to the NFL Combine. According to numerous reports, McDaniels has received interest from several NFL teams, including the Arizona Cardinals and New Orleans Saints. Boy, if he is a New Orleans Saint, who that nation? I'm coming. Because if the Raiders don't draft Shedeur Sanders, I'm going in the portal.
Really?
If the Raiders, only way I give them a shot, TD, is if Shedeur is off the board before number 6. So if the Titans draft Shedeur, I can live with that. And but I think they're gonna draft Cam Ward. If the Browns draft Shedeur, I can live with that. Because
they got Dak.
They got who?
They got Dak.
What do you mean they got Dak?
Dallas trade. Then Dallas trade.
Hell no. Well, no.
They didn't. Okay.
Shucks, no. No. I was like, when that happened? No. Dak is a Cowboy, bro. I would love, but listen, if he's available and they draft Ashton Genty, I'm done. I know they talking about he'd be a good running back. I get all that. Yeah, the NFL, they did. Yeah, I touched on that last show. He definitely had a great Pro Day. Titans won't be at Shedeur Pro Day, bro. Oh, yeah, I think they're going to draft Cam Ward. I hope he – listen, all I'm saying is if he's available and they don't draft him, I'm in the portal, bro. So it's yet to be determined which team I'm going to be rooting for this upcoming season.
Oh, okay. They said that was a false rumor. Okay, I got it. But it did come through there. Hey, man, I'm just saying.
Got him.
And I ain't give me nothing. I don't no way.
Hey, but real quick.
But good luck to all our Jackson State Tigers who's entering the draft. We wish them well. Hey, great pro days. Scouts coming down. Shout out to Rob, man, for doing this thing, Irv for doing that thing. And hey, man, Lady Liberty, man. That lady is a great agent, man. I love it. We need to talk about that one day too, man, because I really enjoyed the interview. Break that thing down a little more.
Yeah, I enjoyed her time at the pro day as well, man. She's great, bro. She's great at what she does. I'm excited to see where they land. Yep. Yeah, he is at EA. No. Actually, I rooted for the Broncos for a while at one point in time. What up, Nuck? What it do, baby?
What up, Nugget? What's going on?
Hey, I rooted for the Broncos, bro, for a minute. I'm going to tell you when. That's when Terrell Davis was running back. I used to rock with him now, and I also rooted for him when Peyton Manning became the quarterback because I was a Peyton Manning fan. I liked when Peyton went to the Broncos. I I just rooted. I rocked with him. You know what I mean? I just always thought Peyton was pretty good. Hopefully, I'll be out there Saturday. I have to fulfill my promise. I made the core and have to say, "Hey, man, come on, Nug. Hey, we need you in the house on Saturday, baby. We need you in the house, baby. Pull up, big dog." Yeah, we definitely sit down with you, man. We're gonna have them cameras out there, man. We're gonna be working this weekend.
Hey, stop playing, man.
Hey, real quick before we move into this scrimmage, though, I do want to shout out, man. Baseball had a great weekend, TD. Man, them pitchers were pitching, man. 39 strikeouts over the weekend against Grambling. Our pitchers combined 39 strikeouts in 27 innings, bro. 48.1% of the outs this weekend came via strikeouts. So they, shout out to brother Eric Elliott and all of the baseball Tigers, man, for what they did over the weekend, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah, man. Definitely support the baseball team, Ken. I was trying to get over the weekend and stuff. Like I said, going through it, life be life. But I mean, not in a bad way. Sometimes you gotta get your priorities in check. But yeah, congratulations to Coach Omar and the baseball team, man. Those guys on the mound, I got to get through, man, to check them out.
Hey, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Why is this thing doing that, bro? This thing is so lame right now, bro. Freaking. All right, let's jump into this blue and white week, man, and then TD, I'm gonna be TD and you're gonna be Ken, bro, because I'm gonna be asking you some questions. You got a chance to go out there and check it. I know y'all had that golden brown fish and chicken. I missed all that. I heard all about it, bro. The day I don't show up, everybody ate. You didn't eat Saturday?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't eat? Okay. I know Dub told me he was out there, they fried fish farm and all that. I'm like, man, stop bragging. But this, hey, listen, tomorrow, man, is officially the Giving Tuesday, Community Appreciation Day tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, you got the hot spot on the plaza. And, of course, you got the golf classic that kicks off in the morning. Thursday will be JSU Day at Top Golf starting at 6 p.m. Hopefully you got a bay. So don't just pull up trying to figure it out. There was some information out there regarding getting a bay. So I just wanted to make sure I put that out there. It's not just pull up to the Top Golf and just figure it out type day. But Friday is Food Truck Friday at the Vet. And then you got softball versus FAMU. And then we got the blue and white social at 7 p.m. at Mississippi Hall of Fame. And then Saturday, obviously, the Sweetness 5K walk, blue and white game, tennis versus Alabama A&M, and softball versus FAMU. Jam, what the hell are you talking about? I said Bay, B-A-Y, like this girl. Damn, you wild, man. You be tripping though. You be clowning.
Is that the same part?
No. Yeah, the same person will be cutting up, man. I don't even know who she is. But she good for the chat. We appreciate you, Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? But Jazzy is Bay, like a Bay. Make sure you have a Top Golf Bay, not a Bay like.
She was. Wait a minute, she's probably showing up for the Legacy Bowl or something. I don't know what was going on with Jay.
Man,
hey, man.
Good. My goodness. Lord have mercy, bro. But nevertheless, man. Hey, listen, real quick, man. Let's get through this Top Golf Food Truck Friday. All right, TD, man. Let's talk about it, bro. How was your let's get into this Jackson State scrimmage, bro. And then let me ask you this before we do this. Do y'all want to hear from do you want to give your thoughts, or would you rather hear from D. Corey C? And then you come back and give your thoughts. How you want to do it? Or would you rather give your assessment and then we hear from D. Corey C and see how y'all compare your notes? Your choice.
I I mean, it really don't matter. I mean,
no, man, make a decision, bro. I know it does matter.
I'll say this: the level of competition is extremely high.
Yes, sir, it is.
And not only with the player but the coaches.
Love it, bro.
They giving, from what I can see, they giving everyone a chance.
So you're giving your assessment.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's roll. All right, I just want to make sure because we'll play D Core C in just a second. So all right, so
because I understand this too now. I walk around, but D Core C, KG, they were on the side of the defense, and I was on the side, with the offense.
Okay.
And here's the thing, man. Y'all think Coach Jones just full of energy, just.
No,
but he's into it with the players. Look, Ken, Coach Jones told the offense, he said, G baby, got your back. That's your best defense because y'all would not score.
I love that, bro.
And the offense is convinced to go out there and score pretty much every time they touch the ball. Look, man.
Hey, but you gotta come on, give me some highlights. Tell me how you feel. What you see.
So
where you want to start at? All right, let's go.
I'll start with I always want to start with the trenches. I'll start there.
Okay. Let's talk about the trenches.
Shout out to Coach Manny. I mean, the way, we always talk about the way he teaches players, he teaches them to play more than one position. He give everybody a chance. The assessment that he gives, I mean, the offensive line, everybody's starting to talk to each other more, fitting in, with playing in with the different running back, the different schemes, the different plays, I was saying, I don't know if I said this before on the show, but I have so much the game has changed. I know I said this to Coach, I'm talking to Coach Beef, Ken, and I said the game has changed for me as far as the trenches. When you used to go back, old school football, Jackson State back in the day, you had offensive line, you had the big guys, and sometimes the clothes didn't fit the way they needed to. They need guys slim, trim, and fit, and they still have the weight to go with it. They're lighter on their feet. They're quicker to move.
Yeah.
So the trenches, they looking real good. Of course, you got some more growing to go. Of course, you got some more growing to go, with the offensive line and as well the defensive line. Defensive line, they're powerful. They're quick. So it's a great battle. And then with the running backs that you have in the backfield, Ken, they're running hard. I mean, and so everybody talking trash. Nobody want to get beat. And it's to the point to where the coaches are pretty much like, hey, defense, if you let them do this, y'all going to do this. So they really teaching them. I mean, even with the flags, I mean, they had if you get a flag, man, it's like they writing your name down. You gonna pay for that. You have to do everything within the confines of the rules. As far as the running backs, I saw Davenport. He broke one to the left. He took it to the house. Nate Blunt went up through the middle. Matter of fact, Ken, Nate caught one out the backfield for a touchdown. Moss was in the game. I mean, he ran for up the middle for a significant amount of yards, man. And they were doing red zone a lot. Jacobian was looking good. I mean, there was one play I think I know the defense won what they called a sack. They had to hit Jacobian, but they couldn't hit the quarterback, so they blew the whistle for as a sack. But Jacobian threw a ball to Kobe Paul, and it went right by the DB head. When the defense turned around, the ball went past, but Kobe Powell just brought it in. Desmond Moultrie, he broke one. So he went into the end zone. Miller time is back. Miller is back, man. He was running hard. They run up the middle. The defense, of course, don't want you to run up the middle, but hey, they needed the first down. They gave the ball to Miller. They ran, so the backfield is just like exactly what we expected. Good luck to Coach Gallen, figuring that out. I know he got to figure it out, but man, that's a heck of a running back room, man. I mean, oh man, Amari Matthews, slimmer, thicker, stronger, powerful. Ran a touchdown with 3 men on him. I mean, they tackled him. He dropped, he already low synergy to the ground. Kept going, man. I mean, it was a battle, on both sides of the ball, man. So these young men are looking extraordinary. As far as the quarterback, Ethan Terrell, he had a nice touchdown pass to Nate Rimber. He did throw an interception too. Starks got in. He looked pretty good. So everybody, you can see the growth in everybody that's playing, Cam.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the players coach, it's like we said before on the last year team, is even better this year. There's no hate. There's no animosity. There's no, of course, everybody want to touch the field. Everybody want to play. Everybody want to carry the ball. Everybody want to be the man. But they are supporting the players that
Come on, brother. Don't worry.
you put
I got you. Just keep going.
Yeah. So they supporting each other. And then once the offense scored, man, you had I know you had people like Nate Rimber and Kobe Paul. A lot of those guys got together. They were doing little dances, yelling across at the defense, and Javance yelling back. Say, y'all, don't worry about trying to get a first down, touchdown. G-Baby got your back. G-Baby, your best weapon, because you ain't scoring. I mean, it was a lot of bantering going back and forth, man.
High energy.
High energy. It looks they look good, and Coach
like a national champion scrimmage up in that thing, huh, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, man, and you get some feel of it, and some perspective. Some people feel that we had a team to do what it takes. Of course, you got other teams doing their thing too, but just speaking on Jackson State, they look good. They look real good. I was impressed. Mistakes, but they was few. Matter of fact, at the end of the game when the referees come together, he did list a couple of players like, okay, this number here. When you did this, it cost your team. He said, but other than that, and that was like maybe 2-3 incidents that may have occurred, during the game. He was like, they probably would have called, your team. But other than that, he said it was all good, man. So the scrimmage went well. No one, it walked out, man. It was fun. It was high energy, high impact. Hey, and I don't think G-Baby missed a extra point, a field goal, none of that. So yes, definitely looking good.
That's what you got?
That's what I got, man.
Well, listen, listen, y'all. I want y'all to just stay tuned, man. I got a treat for y'all, a little different tonight. Wait, has JSU had his spring game? No, we haven't. Listen, TD and I will be chopping it up with y'all in the chat. But I got about a good 30-minute conversation with D-Core C about the scrimmage, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you guys, and we'll be back as soon as this is over with. All right. All right, and there he is, man. D-Core C. What's up, brother? What's going on?
What up? What's up, people?
Hey, man, happy you could join us. Not live. We are live right now. Everybody's watching and tuned in. This is a special segment within the live show. But I did want to sit down with you, bro, and chop it up with you about the scrimmage. I know you were one of the of the crew. I know you, TD, KT Dub, and a lot of others had an opportunity to go to the scrimmage this past Saturday. I wanted to sit down with you, see, because you put a lot of notes in the chat, just kind of speak to what you were stating. But the thing that was the coolest for me, man, is that it was right on form. Everything that was pretty much where we were, had discussed previously. Seems that it kind of stayed true to form, man. But I wanted to give you opportunity to speak your piece because you weren't able to join us live, but I want Tiger Nation to be able to hear what you had to say from a trusted source, from the Chorus C. All right, everybody.
I mean, no, man, I'm going to repeat a lot of the things that you said all along because I know you've been to several practices in the previous scrimmage. We haven't had a chance to be there at the same time, but I'm watching the show and hearing and talking to you in the chat and hearing what you're saying. And then when I go and watch the scrimmage, it's the exact same thing. So when I shared those things in the chat, it's like me repeating it. But, you know, it's good for me to kind of get out there and see it for myself. But, I mean, man, it's a lot, though. Where do you want to start, man? Where do you want me to start?
Well, I tell you what, man, let's start with the offense. Well, you know, let's do something a little different, man. Let's start with special teams. We'll start with special teams. We'll go there, and then we'll go to offense and defense, and then give an overall take. And then we'll end it with some players that kind of jumped out, who you feel, you know, made their stock go up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, on the depth chart, because this is about playing time. This is about earning, you know, a right to play, staying in the fray, staying in the fold. But let's start with special teams. Special teams was a strong suit for us. I know we didn't probably do any kick return, but how the kickers looking?
So we have G-Baby. Of course, we have G-Baby coming back. That was a rumor going around that G-Baby wasn't coming back. I don't know if you heard that. So I was concerned for a while. I didn't see many offers going out or the coaches were trying to replace him, but good thing that was false. But, you know, G-Baby, he looked good. He looked the same. He looked like he always looked. He made a 52-yarder in the scrimmage. And, I mean, it had plenty of room. It could have gone 57, 58 yards, and it was right down the middle. So we're good in that standpoint. Yeah, didn't do any returning, but kicking is good, and then punting as well. So I talked to a coach. I won't mention the name. This was during basketball season, you know, with Matt Noel leaving, just asking what it was going to be looking like from a punting standpoint. And this coach assured me that there will not be any drop-off in the punting game. And that's what I saw at the scrimmage as well. So when you see, I mean, watching that whole season, I'm saying, man, I'm going to hate to lose this guy. I don't know what an NFL punter looks like, but I want to see a punter that looks better than Matt Noel, man. If you're a better punter than Matt Noel, I need to see it with my two eyes. If this guy's not an NFL punter. So I've been dreading potentially losing him or dreading losing him all season, but I was assured during basketball season that there won't be any drop-off. So we'll be good. And, of course, Javancy. What he did to the special teams, man, that was amazing, the way he turned around his special teams. I think that might have been the best special teams season in Jackson State history. I don't want to offend some of the older heads in here, but my memory, as far as I've been watching, there's probably, I mean, all around. We're talking about kicking, we're talking about coverage and everything. So.
Yeah, we had some good years. I'll stay away from the history part, but hey, we had a good year. It is what it is. When you get the the freshman All-American, kick returner, and then you have you have a kicker as well as a punt. Your punter is all swag. That's about as best as you can get, especially from what we came from. But let's jump into the offense, man. Let's start with the quarterback room. I know that's always a hot topic. Of course, we got Jacoby Morgan, Celebration Bowl offensive MVP returning, and then we got a slew of quarterbacks. The addition of Tyreek Starks. We still got Ethan Terrell, Parker Stouffer. Cam is playing baseball, but I just wanted to get your assessment on how you felt the quarterbacks did in the scrimmage.
We'll start with Jacoby, and there's not much more we can say about him, but Jacoby is the guy. He's calm. You can just tell he's a guy who's in his second, third year leading the team. The team responds to him like they should, like you would expect. And again, he's just calm. He doesn't make the mistakes, and he's a guy who – now, I do want to see competition because Jacobian is at his best when there's somebody pushing him, right? So we do need to see somebody pushing him, but Jacobian is our guy. I don't think there's no question. There's a question about that. But the surprise in the quarterback room, I think you mentioned this, but the freshman, the redshirt freshman, Ethan Terrell.
Okay. All right, let's talk about it.
Ethan Terrell is a guy who a lot of people may have kind of forgotten about. Obviously, he was a freshman, redshirted last year, and some games didn't even dress out, right? But I would say he has made the biggest jump out of everybody on the team, out of all positions. He looks good. He threw a couple touchdowns, and he doesn't look like a freshman. He looks like a guy who's played some football. He's looking like that 3-star that we recruited out of high school. And I was told by a coach that with this system, quarterbacks really start to come into their own in their second season. So they're not surprised by Ethan. They're actually expecting Cam McCoy to make a big jump as well for that very reason. And I'm being told that's one reason why Jacobian looks so good. Yeah, this is his third year, but that first year, it was hurt and kind of came in sparingly, then finished the season. But this is, second year full. This will be his second full season. So that's why that's another reason why he looks so comfortable with Ethan Terrell. He has probably made the biggest leap from year 1 to year 2 out of everybody. So I'm not saying he'll be the number 2 guy. I don't know where he'll end up on the depth chart, but he's a player. He's definitely a guy.
I know the Terrell family is going to be happy to hear that one, man. I know Mama Terrell, Papa Terrell has been, they've done some chatting in the Instagram inbox, bro. So I'm happy for Ethan, man. For a second we wasn't sure, we wasn't sure how things would go. That adjustment, Corey. Ethan was on campus, man, when most freshmen are going to prom. You know what I'm saying?
Going to the prom.
So it's kind of like a situation where you get to college, man. It's not high school anymore. There's an adjustment. Then you sit out a year, and then there's that, question mark. But that's impressive, man, to hear that he's made the biggest leap through a couple of touchdowns. I saw that in your notes, and I love it for him, man. I love it for him, and he's a legacy kid. You want to see him elevate and continue to make strides, man. So that QB2 position, we're gonna see who that is, man.
I think it's wide open. And with Ethan, with freshmen, the thing about freshmen, I'm not too hard on freshmen in any sports because that transition from high school to college is just different for everybody. Some kids just right away they adjust. Some kids it takes time. You were talking about who was it, Nunley? On the last show?
CJ Nunley, yep.
Like just because the kid in the era that we're in, you got to be ready to pretty much play right away, or we got to move on. Just the way college football or college athletics is set up. But Ethan was a guy, and I'm not saying he was immature, but he is more mature now. You can just tell. So not just on the field, just off the field. He's just growing up. He was 17, 18 years old. So sometimes it just takes time. So, but he'll be a player for us, and Parker as well. Parker looks good. Parker he stands out. He stands out as well. So I like Parker, we're in good hands at the QB position.
How did Starks look?
We know what we're going to get from him. He's solid. He's still learning, just coming in, right? Only had a few practices. So he has to really, like I said, I was told that it takes a couple years to kind of learn. Not saying that he can't be good right away, in year 1, but to really, really become acclimated, it may take a couple years. So for him to be this new, he's kind of feeling his way around, but he'll be fine. Yeah, we know we've seen him perform. That's one thing about it, man. And I had this conversation with someone on the sideline, just not comparing the quarterbacks, but when you look at Ethan, who hasn't taken a college snap, looking good in practice, versus the Ty Starks, if it comes down to going, a number 2 guy, who are you looking at? Even if Ethan looks great right now, I'm not saying he looks better, but if he looks the part right now, do you trust what you've seen from a guy who's actually had real college snaps, right? So that'll be the question. I think when it comes to the lights being on and the game time situation, I think Ty Starks will be a guy we definitely be able to count on.
Awesome, man. So let's move on over to the running back room. One of the deepest positions in the all of the offense. I think every position we feel is deep, but let's talk about the running backs. Give you an assessment on how they looked in the scrimmage.
So in the chat, I don't know if you remember, I said all the running backs look good, and I put all in all caps. I don't know if you remember that.
I see it. I'm looking at the chat right now.
Okay, you're looking at it. Yeah, I did that specifically for a reason. All the running backs look good. This running back room is, when you lose an Irv, I don't know if we'll have an Irv Mulligan. We got to see, right? We got to see who can step up.
Irv is special. Yeah.
He's different. But aside from just having that guy, everything else to the running back room is deeper and better. It's deeper and better. Davenport looks good. He looks great. Dez is running hard. Dez is still running hard. Amari, man, his physique, man, he's just transformed his body.
I was trying to tell you, he looked different, don't he, bro? Shout out to Beef, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Beef. Ahmad, getting him back healthy. He looks good. Nate Blunt, right? Everybody's been waiting on him. I'm glad that he didn't redshirt. He reserved his redshirt. He only played in 4 games last year. He's catching the ball out of the backfield. Backfield. So that was a nice surprise. And then Travis Terrell, we know what he can do, but from a running back standpoint, he looked really good. He's put on some weight, I would say about 10 to 15 pounds, and he had a nice touchdown up the middle. I know this is a big topic of discussion. Travis running up the middle, but yeah, he broke a nice one up the middle for a touchdown. So that running back, and then we're not even talking about my speedster from California who hasn't even been there yet, and then a couple freshman running backs coming in. So yeah, it'll be a deep room again. be deep room, but a better room than last year. If I'm Eric Gallen, man, I don't know what to do with myself right now. I don't know how they're going to divide up the minutes, but the carries.
Hey, Coach G know how to. He got it under control, man. That's he's one of my favorite coaches. His work gonna be cut out for him, but Corey, his demand is high, and he'll figure out a way to to challenge them to get to where he want them to be. So they're gonna have to compete for them reps, man. Deep running back room, man. Wow.
But it always works itself out. We say this every year for every position, man. We have so many players how we're going to do it. And by the end of the year, we're down to a couple guys, whether it's injury or whatever the case may be. So it always works itself out. Imagine if we weren't as deep at wide receiver and running back last year, because going into the season, we were saying how we're going to split up these minutes, these plays, these carries, right? But at the end of the season, we're only down to so many guys in each position.
Well, since you just mentioned wide receivers, let's go to the wide receivers, man. Let's talk about them, man. Let's talk about this deep wide receiver room. Still deep. I'll let you speak on what you saw, and we'll expand from that.
Well, if Ethan has made the biggest jump, I would say the second biggest jump, just based on what my eyes have seen. I haven't seen every single thing, but just at a quick glimpse. Person who made the second biggest jump, he's a wide receiver. Can you guess who it is?
I'm looking at your notes. So I got the clip. I got the
cheat. You cheating.
I'm cheating. I'm looking at.
But even without looking at my notes, I think you would know. I think you would agree because you've seen this as well. Yeah. Jamil Gardner.
Yeah. Shout out to Jamil, man. I'm so proud of Jamil.
Proud of him. Absolutely.
Yes.
Happy for him.
Yes, he and I have had several conversations. Man, proud of him. I'll let you speak to it though. Go ahead.
No, man, and I'll touch on that as well. Just going through a lot, life, right, off the field, on the field. So he faced a lot of adversity, and I'm so glad he was able to push through it. I know y'all had some some personal and private conversations, and man, we were standing there after the scrimmage, and definitely your name came up, right? He just talked about you and didn't get into specifics of the conversations, but just how you were there for him and talking to his father and everything you've done. So trust me, he appreciated that because you weren't there, but he brought up your name, right? Just with me being associated with you, right? Me and KT Dub. So he appreciates what you did. And man, we're glad that you were able to kind of put your arms around him and guide him through his adversities, because he's a player. We started to see it towards the end of last year. We started to see glimpses. Now, Coach Gallen came on the show prior to the beginning of last season, and he's a running backs coach, but he was marveling at the wide receiver, Jamil Gardner, right? Like, man, how we get this guy, right? So we didn't see it in the beginning of the season. We inconsistency, missing some games here and things of that nature. But once he kind of figured it out, we saw what it could look like, and he's carried that into this spring. He's gonna have to play. I don't know who's starting. I mean, you can imagine who's gonna start, but he's gonna play. He's gonna play.
Yeah.
It's one thing about Jamil, and I know you would agree. He knows how to get open. He's always open.
Yeah.
He's always open. You notice that?
Yeah, man. He got that twitchy. He twitchy, man.
And the quarterbacks like him. Every quarterback likes him.
Pretty quick. Yeah. Make tough catches. That's the Jamil we initially saw, and then something happened, and then he had to find his way, man. That's what, like I said, I just made myself available, met his pops by accident. We was in the restaurant at the same time. He recognized me, and sometimes that's all kids need, man. You got to keep in mind, Jamil's from Detroit, Michigan, bro. So coming all the way down to Jackson, Mississippi, sometimes it's culture shock. You got to, you find some adversity. You look around, you don't see anything familiar. And then you're just kind of in a tough spot, man. We all go through it. And sometimes you need to know that the people there that, they love you, man. They rooting for you. And you can be there for them in any shape, form, or fashion. And then they just tend to get comfortable. And then all of a sudden, Corey, the postseason happened. Hey, man, he was just like, he was playoff G. You know what I'm saying? Playoff J, should I say,
Yeah.
But he had a hell of a swag championship game and an even better Celebration Bowl game. So no drop passes, made critical first downs. I mean, he balled out, man. So shout out to Jamil. Well, who else stood out to you in the wide receiver room outside of Jamil?
And just back to Jamil real quick, you talked about how he looked comfortable. He looks comfortable off the field as well, just talking to him. You can just tell he's a guy who's relaxed and focused. So happy to see that. He's that guy. Jamil's going to be a third down guy for us. He'll be that guy on 3rd and 4 that'll be open and get us the first down. That's what I'm looking for out of him. Yep.
Love it.
Kobe Paul.
Welcome back, Kobe Paul, man. It's good that Kobe's healthy, bro. I'm happy for that. He got banged up last year, and he's back healthy. But speak on it.
Not only healthy, man, he's noticeably bigger, faster, and stronger. Noticeably. And it's like, when you don't, so if you're seeing a player all year, you don't see him getting bigger and stronger and faster. But if you see him at the beginning of the season and then a year goes by, then you see, it's just like somebody you haven't seen for a year and they're tall like a kid. If you haven't seen a kid for a year, like, man, you've gotten tall, you've gotten big. So that's how it is with Kobe. We haven't really seen him, but now you look at him and say, man, this gets bigger, faster, stronger. So again, man, another one who he's going to play. He's going to play. You got to get him on the field, man. I can say that about all of them, though. Spencer, man, Spencer had, we know about his route running, but Spencer had a 4 like touchdown fade. He caught a fade, like a tillion in the back of the end zone.
To my brother Isaiah Spencer. I call him a route running technician, bro. He's a really, he's one of the best route runners we have and he always get everybody on that double move, man. They fall for it every time. It should be a touchdown every time, but they
real for it every time. We got to get him another move this year though, because I think they done caught on to it now.
Well, actually, Coach Taylor do a really good job of scheming for it, like planning for it. He always catch him. He catch him slipping. Like remember, Evan told us he was like, Coach is a mastermind when it comes to play calling.
Yeah,
he pick them apart when defenses will get. He see how the defenses are moving. He like, okay, all right, I'm finna hit him with it now. It's gonna be wide open. You see what's happening. So
at the right time. He calls it before it happens a lot. TC. He'll tell you what's going to happen. Who's going to be open? Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, who else stood out?
Man, my guy, your guy, everybody's guy. Our last Tiger Talk live when they asked me who was my not surprise, but just my impact player on offense as far as newcomers. The one and only, man, Nate the Great. Nate Rember. You said it, but it's and we know it. We've seen it. Everybody, we've seen him. Right, we saw him last year. We watched the film, but to just see him in person, man, kid, this guy's different, man.
I'm telling you, bro. He is a matchup nightmare in the slot, bro.
Whew. Bro, like I use the term. If you watch Tiger Talk, I'll use the term selectively now for people who are special. I'll say he pops off the screen. If you hear me say that, that means he's special. That means what I mean by he pops off the screen. That means if you're watching the sport and you know nothing about it, you're just casually watching. You don't even watch football, but you're just watching the game. And or basketball. So Steph Curry, I will use him as an example. Steph Curry, you're watching basketball. You don't know nothing about basketball, but if you're watching Golden State, especially in his prime, you would say, "Wait, who is that dude right there? Like he's a little bit different from everybody else, right? Right?
Yeah.
That's something. Like I don't know what I'm watching, but I know he's a little bit different. So that's how it is. If you're watching it, you're like, wait a minute, who is this kid? Like, what's something different about him? So who dropped off this NFL player and put him at this scrimmage, right? He's a pro. He's a pro. I hope he doesn't get penalized for his size, but he's an NFL player.
Hey, man. Hey, that's a great compliment. We're ecstatic to have him. I do know that Coach Marshall caught me in the facility after one of the practices and was like, hey, man, shook my hand, bro. Appreciate you, bro, for helping us get, to seal the deal with Nate. But it was all Coach Taylor's call, and it was a team effort, man. They reeled him in. We're happy to have him, man. He's one of the happiest Tigers out there, man. He is a true Tiger, man.
15. You would think he's been here for years, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I want to thank you too, man, because man, if we had messed around, he would have ended up in Tallahassee.
That was why Corey. That's why I wanted to go ham and hard. I was like, please don't let this brother go to FAMU. I just don't. I don't want that. And he wanted to be a Tiger. It's what it is, Corey, is that one of the things that we see is when you have a player that really want to be a Tiger, bro, you know that. You know when it's real. Nate gave off that impression. I talked to him, gave off that vibe, man. And it was like, man, we got to do what we got to do to get this kid in Jackson, man. So that all happened. And now look at us, man. We fast forward. And I know Tiger Nation at the blue and white game this Saturday, bro, is going to be ecstatic to watch. I don't know what number he's going to wear. I know he's wore number 82 at practice.
Yeah.
We'll see if that's what he's going to wear. But you'll know who he is based off the way to play. You're going to know who he is.
That's what I mean by he jumps off the screen. You don't have to know a number or a name. Just go to the game. Okay, who is that kid right there?
Good deal. All right. Well, what about let's anything else with the wide receiver core? We'll move on.
That's it, man. I'll give a guy a shout out. But one thing that I always look for, I look at my freshmen, especially the ones who redshirted, and see what they're going to do in year 2, right, in their freshman season. And obviously, we still have to wait and see. But one guy who's definitely getting some reps, Cameron What's the last name? How you pronounce it? Onyebuagwa.
Okay, Cam Onyebuagwa,
Yeah,
man.
Coach J.O.'s
nephew, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I know he was a walk-on. So he's making waves on the wide receiver room. Okay,
yeah,
good deal, man. Shout out to
now,
Cam.
listen, it's going to be tough to crack the rotation. I'm not saying that, but I like his progression.
Not bad, man. Not bad. Anything with the tight ends before we head to the big boys up front?
Tight ends are, we're just waiting for Jensen to get back. Not quite 100% as far as ready to participate, but he's out there running and doing a lot. So that'll be he's the only quote unquote addition to the room. Everybody else is coming back, so we know what we have in the tight end room.
Pretty standard there. How about O-line?
O-line looks good. Obviously, we lost a couple big guys. Hopefully they'll play in somebody's pro league. But the one thing about the offensive line is, it starts with Coach Manny, and he knows how to develop guys. The versatility of that offensive line probably stands out more than anything. I think he's still trying to figure out who's going to play where. We're going to be deep, so that starting lineup, I don't know if it's been determined yet. But so from a depth standpoint and from a versatility standpoint, that's really going to set us apart. And then just like I mentioned, Cameron, as far as a freshman who redshirted, same thing with the offensive line. Looking at two offensive linemen who redshirted as well, who could, I don't want to say make an impact because they're freshmen and some classmen ahead of them, but Kyson Burke and Antonio Ross, they look good. From a body standpoint. From a body standpoint, they don't look like typical SWAC freshmen. They don't look like freshman offensive linemen. They look the part. So be interesting to see what they'll do.
Good deal, man. All right, well, let's move on to the dark side, man. The dark side. We'll start with the D line. We know who leads that room, but let me get your thoughts on what you saw at practice, at the scrimmage. I mean.
Yeah, same on the interior. We're good to go on the interior. We of course we have Jeremiah Lacey. I'm looking for Lacey to have a big year, and then I'm waiting on Mr. Jalen Ware to get there. Obviously, he wasn't there and able to participate.
Yeah, I saw him at practice when I was there. Actually, he was at the scrimmage. Was he there for the second scrimmage? I know he was there for the first.
I didn't see him. He could have been there. I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was just in street clothes. He hadn't made it. Boy, he's gonna be he's gonna be a great addition. He started for ULM in the interior D line when we played him, so I can only imagine just what kind of addition he's going to be. And then even with the edge, brother Corian coming over from Holmes, Corian Bowie, and man, we're excited about getting him too, man. And look like the coaches are still shopping some edge rushers. We how does Kanye look? How does Ivory look? How does John Brown look? How we looking on the edge?
Man, getting John Brown back was huge, man.
Yeah,
huge. That was such because we weren't expecting it, but when that rule hit, and I remember in the chat when the rule first hit, we were in the chat when that rule first hit, and we're going down the list looking at people who could potentially come. Oh man, it's time we're going to come back. Is Kirk Ford going to come back? I even threw out Robert McDaniel. I said, look, definition of the rule, he can come back now. Does he need to go on and cash in? Yeah, I think so. But technically, and I kept looking down the roster, and I think that was the last name I mentioned, John Brown. Like, wait a minute, John Brown come back? So he's back. KC-1400 collective as well. I'm excited about him. He called out. I gotta do it, man. He called out KT Dub.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But this was so funny. I had walked away. We were inside the facility after the practice, so I had walked away. He called out KT. Hey man, when can I get an interview? When can I come on Tiger Talk? KT's like, that's not me. You got to talk to Corey. And I just so happened to walk over there like right after they said it. He's like, here he is right here. But it was funny, man. He put KT Dub on the spot. So yeah, we got to get him on Tiger Talk.
Oh man. Well, hey Joe, hey, forgive us, big bro. Hey, forgive us, baby. We're gonna get you on Tiger Talk, man. We gotta get Joe. Hey, he the home team, man.
That's what KT kept saying.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, Corey. What happens is he's similar to Jeremiah. They're very quiet. Don't say a whole lot, but they just be laid back and chill. Well, I'm gonna say it this way: he quiet when you don't know him. You know what I mean? John Brown, they real playful and outgoing when you know him, but he just kind of slipped through the cracks on us, man. But I'm glad he called us out on it. We're gonna get him on. So y'all stay tuned, man, for that John Brown interview, that exclusive on Tiger Talk TV. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel. All right.
I told him we got him, man. What happens is so many of those guys came from Gulf Coast, Mississippi Gulf Coast, and I've had them on the show Levi to go down the line. I think he probably saw that and like, wait a minute, you got nothing against Levi, but wait a minute, you got Levi on the show. He just got here. I've been here. What's up?
Yeah.
So I think they see that. But let me say this because there's a lot of guys who haven't been on the show. I want to personally apologize to Jeremiah Williams. He's been here for 5 years and never been on Tiger Talk. He's never been on Tiger Talk. I know.
Dang,
right?
so heaven, bro.
Yeah, so we're gonna give him his own sit down. We may have to we'll bring in Austin for that one. We got to bring in Austin for that one. We got to do him right? So we got you. But let me say this to all the guys who have not been on Tiger Talk. This is what happens. This is our fault. So if we don't get you coming in when you first sign, and then the season starts, and the season ends, and then we move on to the next class, and we don't forget about you, but it's like, oh man, we missed it. So it's like a short window where if we don't get you, it's hard to go back because we move on to the next class. So that's our bad. But we got y'all, man. We got y'all.
Hey, we coming. We got to get J-Dub on that thing, man. We coming, big dog.
Yeah.
All right. Anything that you want to add to the D-line before we move on to the linebackers, man?
Nah, that's it, man. Same old same from that D-line. Just waiting to see what we're going to get from our edge rushing standpoint because that's what we lost. But I will be fine.
All right, let's talk about this linebacker core, man, led by brother Reed Pulliam and Ashton Taylor. How we looking?
Reed is Reed. You know what you're going to get. Ashton has he's gotten better. He's gotten better. And I say that like I'm surprised. He's supposed to get better from year to year, but he's gotten a little bit faster. He's just more vocal. I expect for him to have a breakout season, if you will. And Reed is Reed. I'm not saying he hasn't gotten better, but I mean, it's hard to get better when you Reed Pulliam, but he's improved as well. So excited about them. And then Carmelo Jones. I don't know where he's going to play, but he's another guy who. So I think you said this, Ken. You're trying to figure out when you were going to the practices and scrimmage. You're trying to figure out the numbers. Like you didn't know who's who. Like even Amari, because he had switched numbers, and you're like, who's this? Who's this? So at first, I'm trying to figure out who all the numbers are. I didn't ask who's this, who's that. I just wanted to just watch and see who stood out. So a guy kept standing out. I didn't know who he was. I just waited and kept watching. He kept standing out. And I finally said, okay, who was that? Oh, that's Carmelo Jones. Okay.
I like when that happened.
Yeah. So another one who jumps off the screen and he can play multiple positions. So we'll see where he lines up.
Good deal, man. All right, let's move to the back end. Cornerbacks, safeties. How we looking in the secondary?
Yeah, let's start with our two returners, our freshmen at least returners coming back, Mike and KJ. They've grown. They're going to be. I expect a lot from them. Just in year two, because to start as a true freshman at corner, that's huge. I don't think a lot of people, I don't think we talk about that enough. Mike, he started in the Celebration Bowl, didn't he?
Yep.
Did KJ start in the Celebration Bowl too?
Yep.
Two true freshmen start. That's not talked about. Two true freshman corners starting in the Celebration Bowl. So a year of growth from them. They're going to be big, huge for us this year, but the two guys who came in and joined the KC-1400 collective as well, the big fish at corner, Kamari and Levi. Two dogs.
I love it.
Two dogs. That's another one. See, I thought Kamari, I don't know why I thought Kamari was wearing number one. I think somebody told me he was going to, maybe he took his oath.
I think he wants to wear number one, but you got to earn that number. You know how that goes.
I agree. But the reason why I say that, I'm leading something. I'm looking for I'm expecting him to be in number one, right? So when I don't see number one, I'm saying, okay, he must not be playing because I know he was nursing some injuries and trying to get 100% healthy. Okay, so he's probably sitting out. There's another guy, 11, out there making plays. It's 11. Again, I'm thinking Kamari is on the sideline. So I finally had to ask Coach Ozama, who's 11? That's Kamari. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Now it makes sense. It makes sense. Yep. So Kamari, Levi as well, aggressive. Physical corner, love Levi. And then another name, V. Chaney, the transfer from USM. He stood out.
Norris Chaney, okay.
Yeah. And he can play the corner and safety. So look for him
to kind of good.
Yeah, he can play both. They may be leaning towards safety for him because of the depth at corner. And we do need a couple safeties. I think I saw Coach Magana tweeting out he's looking for a safety. So I think it's kind of moving V. Chaney to that safety room, at least for now, just to kind of see how he looks and see if there's a place where he can stay.
I like it, man. So looked like we went through the whole assessment overall. I mean, what's your thoughts on the scrimmage as we get ready to close this thing up? We are still live. Hopefully, Tiger Nation. Hopefully, y'all still tuned in the chat and y'all enjoying what D-Core C talking about with scrimmage number 2. But give your overall assessment, and I'll let you get back to your day.
Oh, we look good. I'm not obviously I'm not gonna nitpick as much as a coach would, but from my standpoint, we look good. They're gonna always talk about areas where we need to improve. But I would say we're where we should be. We may even be ahead of where we should be. I know a lot of times around this time we say that the defense is not just at Jackson State, but just football in general. The defense is ahead of the offense. The offense is right there, and the defense is what it is. That's not saying the defense. The defense is where it should be, but the offense is. I mean, they were really going back and forth. They were going at it. So this team is where I would want it to be at the spring, and we're not even at full strength yet. We still have some guys who are nursing injuries, working their way back, and then some guys who aren't on campus. So we're not going to get to see the full package Saturday. Even with the guys who are playing, I doubt they'll show everything. But from what I've seen, we're in store. This team is locked and loaded, ready to make another run, ready to repeat. And I'll go ahead and put it on wax right now. This team is better than last year's team. This team is better than last year's team. This team is better than last year's team.
Hey, well, listen, that's a good place to stop right there. Look, man, I'm going to run on back over here to the live show, man. Y'all, this is the Jackson State football scrimmage number 2 recap with the Corey C. Corey, tell them where they need to go subscribe and follow before we get about this thing, brother.
Man, you already know Tiger Talk TV. Just go type it in anywhere. Google, just type it in Tiger Talk TV.
There it is, man. The Corey C. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, enjoy yourself, man. Appreciate you tuning in. And now we finna jump back over to the live show. All right, family. And we back. What it do? Woo!
That was good stuff right there.
Hey, man. Hey, the Corey C. Hey, listen, I wasn't finna try to break all down what he said. I wanted y'all to hear what he had to say for himself. We'll chop that up and put it in that car said, book your room in Atlanta. You should have that booked anyway. You know what I'm saying? You can always cancel that thing or just go to the Celebration Bowl. Yeah, if you don't go, but we plan on coming back. We'll see how that thing goes. But, man, thoughts on what D. Corey C had to say. I enjoyed it, man. I'll say this, TD, before you do that. I can't say that anything really jumped out to me per se. I know I saw a lot of people asking about Fortillion. Jonas is doing well. He's doing very well. Sometimes when you get used to players, like you're not going to see us hone in too much on Travis Terrell. You know what you're getting. You know what you're getting with Jonas. You're talking about the top of the food chain. When it comes to that, we're looking for those who jump out. When we go in, we try to go in without our blue and white glasses on. We try to go in and really BJ's done a good job. Shamar has done a good job as well. We can't name everybody's name. So another name that did well, we talked about Braxton Barney coming off the edge a little bit. He's playing well in camp. Did pretty good for himself. I just love the assessment. It stayed true to form, though. Stayed true to form. The coolest thing about it of everything, TD, is everybody that's going to be going to the blue and white game will get to see it for themselves on Saturday.
Correct. Yeah, I'm listening to Corey talk. I mean, it's like the same across the board. You go down the box checking out players, the plays, the energy, everything that I said, same thing that he echoed. I mean, same as you. So it'll be consistent across the board. I will say I had this question when he was talking about special team. I concur with what he said about, the coach said that he already, had a deal with a punter. And, matter of fact, Corey and I both were sitting there when he said it. And we was just kind of like, man, somebody better than Matt. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody as good as Matt. And to echo what Corey said, man, Matt is a pro, man. I mean, I don't know if he'll get the opportunity. I don't know if he want that opportunity, to continue to play because he's a smart guy as well. But shout out to Matt, man. Matt is a really, really good punter. He had potential to be a great punter. Of course, everybody got to grow and learn, on different levels. But yes, and Ken, I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, or I'm not sure, maybe this is more so of a question. Did our special team allow a touchdown last year?
No.
Punt?
We didn't give a special team. Yeah, it is. Rain is in the forecast. Man, it just always mess up everything, bro. Like, Really?
I mean, it was in the forecast of the weekend, but I don't think the special team allowed. I don't think the special team allowed touchdown or anything last year. Also,
no, it didn't, man. We'll get through it though. We hopefully will. Hopefully the weatherman stays true to form because weatherman been.
But
he don't be right all the time. But hopefully the weather will pass through. We'll see how it goes. But go ahead, bro.
Also, man, he was speaking on Jamil. And I said it, last week. Jamil, was a standout in the last year in the spring game. Everybody, I think he wore like number 89 last year in the spring. 88. Yeah, I know, it was a big number. He was like, man, who is that guy right there that quick and fast? And of course, season, you had to speak with him. He had some things going on. Thank God he was able to get, that together. And I hope that he's still moving and progressing in the right direction.
Yeah, he's doing well.
He definitely looked good on the field. And he probably would have had a touchdown. Unfortunately, that pass in the Celebration Bowl, the pass thing to Kobe and through. I don't, when you're not there, you don't know who did what, however, what. But the ball in our eyes was too short. Pass may have been too short. And it got picked off. Or maybe it's just a great defensive play, by the defensive back. However, if that pass connected the way that it was playing to, that probably would have been a touchdown. And he did make some key catches. So I think he and Jalen Dupree will be good, as well as Nate. But Nate is also a deep threat and possession receivers too. And of course, we know Jalen can take it to the house. He showed that against Alabama State, probably the best defense that was in the SWAC last year. Yep. He caught that. He caught that. And you know what? And I love, with the guys that we have, slant passes, pass out the backfield, 7-8 yard passes down the field to those guys be magical.
I'm curious about something. You and Corey both talked about Nate Blunt catching the pass out of. What route did he run? Was it just a?
It was more so of a swing, just more. Okay. Because I want to say it was anywhere from 15 to maybe 8 yards out, and it was to the left side of the field, going toward the field house. And Jacoby took the snap, and Nate ran kind of. It wasn't necessarily a swing pass because it was 2 foot out because he was still on the inside. He just kind of went to the inside real quick, and Jacoby hit him. He caught the ball, turned it, ran it in. As a matter of fact, the funny part about it, one incident. Oh my gosh, I can't remember who the running back, the wide receiver was. I want to say either it was Kobe or Jamil, but what. A key, and I didn't think about this, but one of the key things I wanted to say, I heard Corey talking about Jacoby. One of the key things that I saw once they came back to the sideline after Jacoby threw a touchdown, I think it was to Kobe Paul. They was talking, and Kobe said he said, I looked out there at you, and I saw that who was on you, and I said, hurry up, give me the ball. I'm going right there. So he already knew where he was going. It was like he's read. It's everybody talked about him reading the defense. And it just hearing that interaction, it was like he read, said, okay, this who you going to put on my man? This who I got. As soon as he got the ball, he dropped back and threw that thing to the left for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Maturity. I think, you and Kobe, Kobe both said that, in this offense, the quarterback, grows fairly well, in their second year around. So it was like a pregame read, so it's looking good, man. It's looking good. Let me see. Y'all mentioned the mention of John Brown. He's a silent assassin. He like you said, he don't say much like Jeremiah. He'll talk to you, he always walk up to me, and John, I said it even last season, he's a grown man.
Yeah.
is great. And I've even seen him on the sideline, man, almost so eager to play, man. He almost tearing up. I mean, he just ready to go. And every time I'm like, why are we taking him out the game? I was like, man, he just ran somebody down. He just okay, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Number 50. I know Tyrone Wells has that ability. I'm looking forward this year, Ken. I'm tasking, my guy Tyrone Wells to come on through with that thing. I don't know. I didn't see much of him on the field. I know they was out there, and the defense line playing as a whole was solid. Another thing, I think one player that I'm not sure if y'all mentioned that I heard was doing pretty good. I didn't get a chance to see him play, and that's the defensive end, Ivy. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So
he's wearing 91.
You wearing 91? And Ken, I know every year we have an assessment, and I mentioned this before. We always go down and say, okay, man, what do we think is needed? Where, do I think that we need to get better in just our, eyesight and our opinion from our observation? And last year we hit it. We said, man, the coaches hit it dead on the head. The things that we had questions about, the players, the position that we felt that needed to be addressed, they addressed them. And we talked about it before. And one thing that, we kept coming up, even our live at the M bar, we talked about safeties, and we mentioned safeties again. And true enough, that's the thing that's coming up now. I know we have some players that's kind of hybrid, can play either or, and probably some good safeties on the field. BJ Washington, matter of fact, he did have a pretty good scrimmage too. But I think that's something that they probably, may address, maybe the number one target right now, but everywhere else, it looked good. So I'm looking forward to see what the season, bring. Of course, we know other teams out there recruiting, getting prepared. We are we at the top of the food chain right now. We are the national champ. So everybody's gunning for us. Everybody probably built their team and their defense, around to beat us because they see what we got. They see that we did, sign Nate. They see the players are coming in. They see just as well as anybody else. So the task is going to be a little more daunting, to get to the championship this year, but it's going to be exciting. And it has a strong possibility of, I think it could be a wrap.
Said a lot, man. Mouthful. I'm excited. I am a little perturbed by this little weather I just looked at. I'm like, God, dog, bro. It could have rained today and tomorrow, man. It just.
But it's supposed to be doing something over this past weekend, which is why I told you I ain't no cutting my grass Saturday night. But
it's dragging. It might drag out. Ain't no telling, bro. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But no, I'm excited, man, to see. This is once spring is over, the coaches are gonna assess the rosters, and then they're gonna make whatever adjustments they need to make. I do know they probably gonna trim the fat, and we'll go from there. That's how that's gonna go, man. But I appreciate both of y'all, bro, for giving your assessment. I got a chance to talk to KT Dub. He pretty much said the same thing, and it was really good because it was consistent. You guys hammered home the point, and we'll see how this week plays out. Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, the last thing I was say on it, man. I just love the atmosphere on the field, Ken. From the coaches, from the player, from the trainer. I mean, even Austin and his crew. I mean, it's like it's serious, but everybody's having fun. Everybody is learning. It's how you had that good, that good teacher. They had that one teacher you really don't want to go to their class. They have good information, but they're kind of boring or they tough or this and this. But then you had a teacher who has fun and you learning more than you ever thought that you can learn. I mean, that could be a preacher or anything, that makes it fun. It seems like Coach Taylor and his staff, make it fun for the players, and they know their limitations, and they know if they mess up, whatever that is, jumping off sides, extra curricular activities, I mean, extra stuff on the field, that cause them to have to do, whatever the punishment may be. There's a lot of respect out there, but yet it still is fun. And they receive it where it's no complaint, like, man, I don't want to do this. It's great. I mean, it's good to watch. It really is. So I really enjoy it. And I thank them for having me out there, allowing me to be out there to check it out, man. Looking forward to the season. So Tiger Nation, you definitely got something to look for. So if you don't have your season ticket, you may want to go ahead on and purchase those, man. I mean, you're gonna be in for a good time. Definitely.
And you segue perfectly into what we were gonna touch on next before we get up out the joint. Get your season tickets, man. I got a count. We out the gate slow. Talking to Vaughn today. I won't put the number out there, but just know that we're a little behind where we were last year. And we got some ground to make up. So let's get active on the ticket sales, man. Get those tickets sold.
Man, tell Vaughn then to find some old T-shirts and give them away.
hey, you know what's funny? It's funny that you say that, TD, because we was talking about that. It was funny. We was talking about how, our people, man, we just want, by people, I mean our fan base and supporters, man. It's almost like we want to be incentivized for season tickets, But I do know that if we did maybe add an incentive, I mentioned something like, man, if we got like some type of a commemorative 2024 national championship keychain or something, you know what I'm saying? A keychain and a poster signed, you get your tickets, first 10,000, when it's gone, you know what I mean? Maybe there would have been a little bit more urgency.
Yeah, put a package deal together, something in, wrap off of football or something. You know what I'm saying? Get your name in. I don't know. I'm just talking.
Something, man. It shouldn't be that way, but hey.
I mean,
here's what I say. You
gotta have promotion.
I say the same thing I told her. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Other than, look, the videos are great. The message is out there. We're talking about it. The university's talking about it.
Okay.
Can you second what? Hey, man, that was Corey's call, man. But he want to know if you can second it, brother. When you gonna let him go down that road on his own, or you gonna?
You know what? I was thinking along those lines, but I didn't want to say it. Just not yet.
You want to know? I'm gonna say it. You know why?
But why you?
We got the best quarterback in the freaking league, and he's better. He's better this year, and he's gonna be even better. Now, listen. Does better team mean you're gonna have the exact same success? No. They gotta go win it. And we got to go. Look, I'm gonna just look. I know EA. Appreciate that, EA. I'll say this, and we got like less than 10 minutes before we get out of here. Hey man, Southern and Grambling were both non-conference games last year. Southern and Grambling will be conference foes. Now, here's the thing, TD. Here's the thing. Both of those games on the road, and Tallahassee. We got to go to Tallahassee. So, again, what are we saying? Yes, Grambling is a neutral site game. Southern is going to be in Baton Rouge, which we've had our way with them the past 6-7 times. And we got to go to Tallahassee, something I've never done. Very hard to win at Bragg Memorial. But we coming to win. You know what I'm saying? They coming to revenge. They want to revenge. They want to defend home court. It's late in the season, November the 1st. Attrition has to be factored in. You don't know. Hopefully, everybody stays healthy. You already know injuries can derail a season. We hope, we pray and hope for health. But it's so many different variables that's got to go right in order for you to win. And you can only take it 1 week at a time. I don't have a problem saying that the talent level is probably greater from top to bottom collectively than the last roster. That's not a knock against it. We're talking about a collection of talent, and I absolutely think we got better. Yeah, we definitely got better from a talent standpoint, and the coaches are putting the work in. But there have been some unique changes. We changed D-line coach. We changed linebacker coach. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a new lead. You see what I'm saying? So it's some little things that transpires that's not the same as last year, and you got to go out, and there's some changes around the conference. You know, people already played Jack State hard. They're gonna play us like they're gonna play us hard as hell this year.
My point.
Homecoming is Alabama State. Come on, man. We got this ain't no first game of the season, Hampton. We got USM on the schedule. Tuskegee comes to town. We got to go to Valley. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
So
you mentioned you said, you know, that Jacoby is the best quarterback in the conference. Let me say this. For those that may have been critical or had their opinion about the general 15 QB1, whatever you want to call him, it's because maybe a personality thing. Jacoby has always had personality. He just always been a quiet, kind of calm personality. He would give it to teammates and people around fun, kind of like Jeremiah and John Brown. But I said that to say he's letting that personality show a lot more now on the field, in his talk, in his walk.
You know what I say about that? I feel you, but whether his personality is quiet, loud, boisterous, not, he's judged by what he do on the field.
Right.
You know,
it should be.
By your play. All the other stuff don't really matter. It's a little too close. If people are criticizing personality traits, it's just like you just know too much.
Right.
People may prefer something different. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think at the end of the day, this is what I'm talking about. I think the winning, doing something that we never done and being the leader of that is gonna open some doors for him in his own mind. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna walk a little taller, you know, a little bit more swag and do what he need to do. The adversity is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? He got some quarterbacks in that room that's challenging him
for sure.
Spot. So, you know, Brother Starks and Terrell and Stouffer and Cam and everybody's gonna be, you know, looking to play. You know what I'm saying? So but with that, it's set up for him to have a great year. He just got to go do it.
And you know what, Ken? On the heel of you saying that, I'm not sure whether it was Parker or Ethan or maybe one of the other quarterbacks, maybe even start, but they threw a nice pass, a touchdown. I guess it probably was Ethan to Nate, but whatever it was, the Kobe was on the exercise bike. And next thing you know, he was in the middle of the field where his guy was, so that's the type of team that Coach Taylor is building. Is highly competitive, but it's highly supportive.
I got one thing to add to that. And this is something that I'm going to say this, TD, because it ain't no mystery. He's even said it. Because I saw something, TD. I witnessed something from a practice. I was just sitting out in the vehicle looking through the gate as practice was ending. You know, you mess up during practice, coach say you owe me at the end of practice. Them Joker doing them up down, make a Joker throw his whole breakfast, lunch, and dinner up. Whew. But let me tell you what happened. QB1, Jacoby, and the general had to do some up downs. Parker and Ethan was right there with him, side by side.
Stop it.
I kid you not. I got it on film. I never said anything. I just watched it. Because what you're talking about is you're speaking to a culture, a brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? A closeness that Coach Taylor and his staff have. It's a family type vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are close. They play for each other, and that's what you really want. Like, even in the midst of adversity, they're right there with him. You know what I'm saying? And so why wouldn't he jump off the bike and go celebrate when they do something? Hell, they was right there with him when he was doing. So it's almost was like it was a moment. He had to show some character in adversity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, maybe, I never spoke to it, but I just wanted to throw that out there because you said that. And I just thought that was pretty cool. I was like, I like it, man. It all translates. He wasn't out there by himself. They were like, man, and TD. If you ain't really vibing with the fellas, they going to the locker room, dog.
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, all right, big dog. Hey, you gotta go and get that. I'm finna go take my helmet and pads off. You know what I'm saying? But if they there with you, walking that field with you, standing there, you get up, they go to the next spot, stop, you drop, bam. You know what I'm saying? I saw that, bro. I shared with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put it out there for nobody to see it, but I thought that was a very cool moment, and that spoke to the type of team that we have in light of what you just said. Last comment, I'll let you close us out.
Yeah. And let me speak on the intensity of the defense. Of course, the coaching staff, man, they be on the field. I mean, you pretty much and they treat it kind of like a game where you got to push the coaches back and stuff like that. But man, shout out to Coach Jack, man. I mean, he was jacked.
High energy too.
Yeah, he's our energy.
He'll knock your damn arm out the socket, shaking his hand too.
Yeah, man. And so when the offense scored, they messing up, man. I mean, he was there, he was on them. I mean, they don't want you to get a blade of grass on them. I mean,
it's war, man. Corey told me, he said, man, it was like, no, it was Dub. Dub said, man, it was like too big. It was like a heavyweight fight, man. Like offense versus defense, like a heavyweight fight. Defense will win some, then the offense will come back and win some. Then the defense will win some, then the offense will come back. Like it was like a heavyweight fight.
I will say this and just counting off my head. I saw the offense get in the end zone probably at least 7 to 8 times.
Yep.
Now that's not saying that the defense didn't stop them. Because there were times defense didn't stop them. Of course,
tell the swag. You ain't got to worry. We're gonna get in the end zone on them a lot too. You ain't got to worry.
Yeah, but it's good stuff all around with great characters and players that Coach Taylor and Coach O, the staff, running back coach, receivers coach, man. I mean, they're doing a great job. And last thing I would say, man, shout out to AD for letting know those respectable men go out and do their jobs.
Love it, bro.
Yeah, and congratulations, Coach, to AD.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, Tiger Nation, hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight. We'll be back Wednesday. Yeah, we'll do a show Wednesday. There won't be a show live on Friday night. We won't be live Friday. But we'll do our final show for the week will be on Wednesday. We'll check back in with you guys, and we'll give you the latest and greatest. May even have a guest. But y'all stay tuned to the channel. Get signed up to the collective. Continue to support. Share the stream. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Continue to support the content. We're going to keep giving it to you. KC-1400 Media. I'm Ken Clark. T Dizzle. D Diesel. Mr. Golden Fish. KT Dub, the whole family. Shout out to D Corey C. Make sure you go subscribe to Tiger Talk TV family. We'll be back on Wednesday. I love. Go Tigers, baby.
Go Tigers.
Peace out, everybody.
Tiger fans, get ready to kick off Blue and White Week with Athletics Giving Tuesday.
As loyal supporters of Jackson State Athletics, Giving Tuesday is your time to win with us.
You can donate $40 a month to our JSU by 40 campaign which directly supports the Division of Athletics and our student athletes.
And $20 a month to our Building Champions Fund, which helps elevate our facilities and overall well-being of our student athletes, coaches, and administrators.
On April 1st, we need 50,000 Jackson State athletic supporters to join the movement and help us climb to the highest heights in college athletics.
We need your support, Tiger Nation. So join the team behind the team and become a monthly donor to our JSU by 40 campaign and the Building Champions Fund today.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers!
ShoutOutRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShoutOutRx.